show mouth. Yeah, the name is Show Dog Brown. Yo, I get down. The ladies love the way I howl. Just fooling around, guys. What? Was I too loud? Look, I'm a magical rap battle assassin, everlasting. Ain't no need for a caption. Me and my team, we so heroic. There's no opponent that can take us down.
Good evening and welcome to another exciting episode of the Superfan Addicts podcast. I'm your host, Show Dog Prisby, and we have a Christmas special for y'all tonight. As you can see, we all in our Christmas attire. So let's go ahead and get the show started. First up, we have Mama Bear with the reindeer antlers on. How you doing tonight, Mama Bear?
Those are peppermints, sir.
Oh, see you changed that because you had antlers before, but it's all good.
Okay.
And then we have the Brownster without his gear on. He's doing his Christmas thing today.
That's sweet.
Cody!
What up, y'all?
And last but certainly not least, we have, I'm going to have to call him Young Tim because I seen a picture of him today. He looked like he about 18 years old. But he's, what? How do you know Tim about 40, 44, 45?
I wish.
Okay, well, we're going to leave you 44.
Somewhere around
there you go. We'll do it.
Tim Waller!
Oh, wow.
So
wow.
Getting the show started. I know the first news, I should say the most exciting news, Bernie Kosar was released from the hospital. I guess our prayers have been answered.
Amen. Bless up.
But from here, as y'all can see, we're doing the show a little different tonight. I'm up here at Cleveland at the Here We Go Brownies Christmas party. So I'm going to have Cody. I'm going to turn the show over to Cody to host the show. Take it away, Cody.
You mean me, not Brownston, not right?
Either one of y'all. Whichever Cody want to do it. It don't matter. Or anybody at this point.
I'll take the lead the best I can. Well, since
okay,
our generous host has forgotten how things work, I think that we usually open these shows by going around and letting everybody tell you what you got going on. But Ray's forgetful, so I will lead the charge, and I will start ladies first. Mama Bear, what you got?
I'm sorry.
All right, so yay! Thank you for remembering that, Cody. So yeah, I'm actually filming from my car tonight because the band TISM, the Ideal Sound of Music, is doing their debut stage performance down at the Dallas here in Columbus, Ohio. The Dallas is a very amazing little venue. It kind of gives me vibes of like the 5 spot in Philly back in the day. It's a smaller venue, but there's just artwork everywhere. I mean, when you pull up, you know you've arrived because there's artwork all over the buildings. Even the trash can is painted. There's artwork everywhere. There's a mini record store inside with vinyl, cassettes, and all of that. So they're doing their, they put together like a 20-minute set, full live band. So I'm sitting outside the venue right now so that when we finish here, I can go right in and film it, and I'll share it for y'all on social media tonight. There's TISM, the Ideal Sound of Music, at the Dallas here in Columbus.
That sounds
all
awesome.
right.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah.
Tim, what's up?
Oh man, wishing I could be down there to support my niece tonight, but I have a session, counseling session right after this show at 8:00, so I'll have to do that. Otherwise, I'm just getting my mind together, wrap my mind around starting school in the spring at Ohio State, and trying to knock this degree up real quick. And other than that, I'll be immersed in all these bowl games and playoffs during the holiday season.
Okay.
So that leaves us with the Browns or not, the other Cody.
Yep, the one that doesn't do as much. What's up, y'all? So yeah, just been hanging out. We got some family coming in town on Christmas Eve, so we got a house about a month ago, so they're trying to come in and break it in and make us host. So just been scrambling around for that. We got the wife and the baby out to Castle Noel. I don't know if you guys have ever been there. It's in Medina. it's a whole. I mean, it really is a castle of different displays from New York City, and some of the bigger shops like Saks, and people recreated them, and they have the old memorabilia from the Grinch, and super cool. That's really it. I got some upgraded seats for the game Sunday, so yes, I will be there. I'm hoping we get to see the Myles Garrett record in person. That would be it. And there's the wife poking in, working hard still.
And then I guess we never really get to do this because he's typically our fearless leader. But Ray, what do you got going on, man?
So I'm up here at the Browns. Here we go, Brownies Super Bowl party, Christmas party.
Damn, I wish.
And I'm actually on the bus. I know y'all know the bus.
Wow.
I'm on the fame, the world famous.
I need to get on that bus.
Kennel 2. It's called Kennel 2. That's what it is. Has the big thing in the front. And we've been doing the hold on. Oh, there you go. We've been doing the auctions and whatnot for raising money for Bernie's. And like you said, he did get out the hospital today. So, but he still has a long road to recovery. So we'll still be pulling for him and praying for him and everything else that goes with that.
Yeah, amen. Did you want me to show that video now or towards the end?
Why don't we do both? Go ahead. This is our Christmas show. You might as well do it now. We might do it at the end too. But yeah, go ahead and do it now.
All right, let me get that pulled up real quick. I'm not used to doing two things at once. Sorry.
The lights are on the rooftops, glowing red and green. Families filling doorsteps in a warm routine. Cookies in the oven, sweaters on the chairs. Wrapping paper crinkling as December fills the air. Kids are building snowmen in the yard out back. Neighbors carry dishes in a long night stack. Every door is open, every heart feels wide. The joy seems to echo from the world outside. Turn the music up, let the record spin. Let the cold outside stay when it spin. Every year we wait for a night like this. A simple kind of magic no one wants to miss. It's Christmas time, so open wide, yeah. Leave it all behind. I can see the snowflakes falling and the bells keep calling. It's Christmas time. Let's slow our minds. Put the phones aside. Be present in the moment while the children laugh and play outside. It's Christmas time. The stockings by the fireplace are hanging low. The radio is playing songs we all still know. Candles on the table flicker soft and bright. Everyone together makes the season feel right. Step outside a moment just to feel the chill. Returns in the clouds hanging soft and still. Then back into the warmth where the laughter grows. These little scenes become the stories everybody knows. Oh, this little moment. Let it stay a while. No rush, no scrolling. The world can wait a minute while we live this night. A simple Christmas feeling soft and bright. It's Christmas time, so open wide. Leave it all behind. I can see the snowflakes falling and the bells keep calling. Oh, it's Christmas time, yeah. Let's slow our minds. Put our phones aside. Be present in the moment while the children laugh and play outside. It's Christmas time, oh, yeah. It's Christmas time, oh.
Nice. Was that you? Was that you on the vocals, right, or what?
No, that was my surrogate son, Bobby DeBarge.
That was actually a banger.
Yeah, he sent that to me last Saturday.
Nice.
So I was like, oh, I got to get a video together. And wait a minute, wait. Before we go any further, the person who made the video is none other than Cody Bear's mom, Miss D. So big shout out to Miss D, Wes.
Wait, Cody Bear,
because the video is banging, and everybody that has seen it loves it.
It's my mom. It's producer Cody's mom.
Oh, okay, producer Cody's mom. Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Right, so,
wait, well, you know
I'm just getting it right because you called Brownstronot Cody
Bear. I started calling both of y'all Cody Bear. Actually, Brownstronot is the Brownstronot, and Cody Bear is Cody Bear now.
Okay, got you. Okay, now we know which one is the bear.
We got it now.
All right, let's talk a little football instead of giving me nicknames, man. What are we doing? Come on, man. So the tale around social media this week has been the emergence of Travion Henderson in New England, and it's made Judkins look like maybe he wasn't as good as we originally thought. That's kind of a lot of the talk. People saying, yeah, hey, we might have crowned Judkins a little too early. Henderson might have been the better pick after all. And then some people say maybe Judkins isn't as good as we thought he was. So, what do you think of the entire debate? Cody, we'll start with you, Brownstronot.
Yeah, silly season talk. I think both backs are banging. I'm not going to say that one specifically better than the other. I think they both do things differently. But Judkins is a dog. I mean, we get our O-line together, which we've seen it before. I'm not worried about it whatsoever. I think he'll be with us for a long time, and he'll be, just getting the ball, keep feeding that man. He's an eater. Not worried about it.
Yeah, I agree. Mama Bear, what do you think?
I'm going to co-sign with Brownstronot. I'm not worried either. Judkins is strong. He's as strong as he's been in the previous games we've seen him. It's just everybody looked bad with that O-line. Everybody on offense looked bad without having any type of, way to create the plays we need, create the space that we need to perform. So you got to be able to create space for the people to perform. So yeah, I'm still on the Judkins train, man. I'm still chugging with him.
Yeah, me too. Tim, what do you think?
I think they're both great running backs with great futures. I think one is just being presented on a 5-star restaurant platter, and one is being presented on a trash can lid in a back alley. I think that's just what we're seeing, because the Browns, like they both alluded to, is just they have no offense at all. There's no complimentary football. When you start your ball off, you start your drives off at the 1-yard line, and you have a line that's depleted from the center out to all the way to the whole right side. There's not much any running back can do. I bet you if they trade places, you'd probably be having a conversation in the opposite direction.
Yep.
Ray, what do you think about this?
It's all about the offensive line. It starts there and it ends there. Once he gets the offensive line, he'll be fine.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. We don't even have to debate that.
Totally agree. Am I willing to flat out say Judkins was the better pick over Henderson? No, I'm not. I was a bigger Henderson fan at Ohio State, but I don't think he's bad by any stretch. So
No.
to insinuate it just because he's only averaging 2 yards a carry is crazy.
They'll both be good.
Let me interject this real
Henderson
quick.
does look faster, though.
Henderson is actually a better athlete, in my opinion, but he's fragile. That was the whole reason that Ohio State had to get Judkins last year, because they had to split duties.
I think Judkins has really good vision too. He similar to.
I'm not saying that Judkins not good. I'm just saying Henderson's a dog too.
Something I like seeing really early from him is he lets a play develop. Something that
He has great patience.
Something that Le'Veon Bell was kind of known for. It's almost like he would just standing back there waiting, hit a hole and go. Definitely not as fast, but just getting the decisiveness is really good.
And he runs hard and he can break some tackles.
Yeah, he runs angry.
And he's got heart. That's the thing for me. Like, he's always the guy that's kind of, he's a vocal. He's the exact opposite of Nick Chubb. He jumps
Yeah.
up after a good run and gets excited, and I like that. We
Yep.
need that.
We need all those people.
Well, moving on. I guess judging by Ray's outline here, that he thinks it's a bad year to be a short left-handed Hawaiian because after Dylan Gabriel was benched for the rest of the year, Tua has also been benched for the rest of the year. And by far the funniest thing I saw on social media was that Mike McDaniel had to explain it to him 11 times. Um, so Quinn Ewers, former Buckeye for like 10 minutes, is taking over. What are your thoughts on Quinn Ewers taking over for Tua? And we will start with Tim.
I don't think that they had a choice. I mean, you drafted this guy. I mean, I know he was a low draft pick, but he was pretty promising. I guess they said he was a top recruit coming out of high school, and the trend is usually top people who are highly touted coming out of high school usually end up, around the top of the draft in the NFL. So I think they're doing the right thing. I think Tua may need a change of scenery. There's been some people who talked about how because he has a big contract now, he may have lost his hunger. So that could be a factor. I also saw something that said perhaps the Browns should do a trade with Tua and Watson, that it would solve both their problems. Um, so I think they made the right decision. I just think that the NFL is trending younger towards these younger quarterbacks to see what they have, because if you're going to be at the top of the draft, at least in the top 10 or 15, you kind of got to know what you have. And I don't necessarily know that this is enough time to figure out what Ewers have or Ewers has, but I do think it's the right move because I think Tua, he was trending in the wrong direction.
For sure. Mama Bear, what you think?
Yeah, I like the cosign, right? But I'm gonna cosign on that because I just think that sometimes when you get into um a different scheme, you get a fresh pair of legs to go with it. Like, so I'm thinking that's what we might end up seeing from Tua, um, wherever he lands. Has he landed? He still got to land somewhere, right?
Yeah,
Right.
when he
I
lands,
mean,
he'll hit
is
his
he
head and
just
be out for
is he
6 months.
just second string right now? Is that what they're doing with him?
He's
Yeah.
third string.
Mm.
Oh wow, oof.
Mm.
So yeah, good luck to him. But yeah, I think some fresh legs come with a fresh program.
Yeah, I agree. Ray, are you still with us? Your screen is showing black.
He
I'm
gone.
gonna. Yeah, we've lost him. We'll come back to him.
You were doing such a good job hosting. He's like, all right, they got this covered.
He
He's going
quit.
back to party.
Yeah. Who was left? Was it you, Cody? Are we on you?
Yeah,
All right, go ahead.
yeah, yeah. I'll keep it short and sweet. It's poor performance. You play bad, you get benched. It's hard for me to feel bad for him. He's getting $50 million a year. He's getting his money. There really is something to be said about when they get these big contracts. They never live up. Almost anybody lives up to the money they're getting. So it's pretty straightforward. You play that bad, there's not playing for a ton. I forget what the record is. So yeah, see what else you got in the younger guys, and there's a lot of younger guys out there playing good, so that's going to make teams eager to do so. Look at Tyler Shaw and some of these guys that are just plugging and playing and doing good. So I don't blame them. I wish the Browns knew to give up earlier and and do things along that opposed to trekking out to Deshaun Watson just because they paid him. So yeah, it's time to sit.
Ray, are you back with us?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. Give us your thoughts on Tua being benched.
So here's the thing. There was reports that Miami wanted Dylan Gabriel. As a matter of fact,
Yes.
I don't know if we moved up or whatever, but I know that they were hot on Dylan Gabriel. So my thing is, Tua and Gabriel are almost carbon copies in terms of athletic size and build. So you got a cheaper Tua. We could ship Gabriel down there for what, third, fourth round pick. That's all. That would solve all of Miami's problems. because like everyone else has already said, once a quarterback gets that big money, it seems like there's a drop off for some reason.
Mhm.
And
What would you do with Deshaun Watson though?
well,
You can't
I
keep
think we
Deshaun
just gonna
Watson,
have to play
and
that.
you can't give him
I
Deshaun
don't.
Watson. Can't, because they're both like contract heavy. They're both like, yeah, they'll sandbag us into the poorhouse.
Oh no! I didn't say we're trading for Tua. I'm saying we're sending Gabriel down there to help him.
Oh, okay.
Just
That's
giving
yeah.
them.
That's what.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
I'm just
think
saying.
he'd get? You think he'd get a pick like that though for Gabriel?
Uh,
'Cause I don't see it being
You
that high,
probably have to.
especially
You probably have
with.
to throw some picks in for them to take Gabriel.
stop,
I'm
stop.
serious though.
We ain't doing
I'm
that
ser-
tonight, Tim.
I'm serious. You probably would have to throw a couple of things in there and some money and stuff. Drop off a duffel bag of money.
And you got to deal with this girl with the Twitter fingers. So
For real.
That deal will have to be done on the black market.
yeah, the back alley.
Right.
And I did
Yeah.
want to point out, Tim, you mentioned how high of a recruit Quinn Ewers was. If
Yeah.
I'm not mistaken, I think he was the highest rated
Yeah.
quarterback ever by
Ever.
Rivals at one
Yeah, he
point.
was. He was the highest.
And
Yeah.
he
Well,
just
coming out of
never.
high school.
Yes,
Hmm.
sir. Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
he
When
was
he
the
Well,
committed
that's
highest
to
in
rated.
Ohio
college.
He
State,
was the highest rated quarterback ever.
he was a composite 1.00000. And I think the only other quarterback before him to ever get 1.000 was Vince Young. But I could be wrong on that one. But yeah, he was, and he didn't stick around. He went back to Texas, and I don't know. I would argue it was a little bit of a mistake, but hey, maybe it worked out better for Ohio State. I'm not sure, but yeah, when you say he was a big time prospect, that it's almost an understatement. He was the
Yeah.
biggest time prospect.
Yeah.
Mm. Wow.
Yeah. So moving on here, Carson
Moving on
Schlesinger.
up.
Carson Schlesinger has quickly become. I've always had this little gimmick since I was a kid that the best player on the team is never my favorite player. When I was a kid, I liked Ilgauskas better than LeBron. Like I've always been just kind of weird like that. Like when LeBron came back, I still preferred Kyrie. But when it was just Kyrie, I always liked like Jamario Moon. So I love Miles, but Schlesinger's probably taking the spot of my favorite player at this point.
Yep.
He is now tied for ninth most tackles in a single season in Browns history. He has 133. DeQuell Jackson had 158 in 2011. Now, I'm not great at math. I believe that 25 tackles he needs, 3 games. So what's the? I'm not sure what the average there is. Right around
Eight
a little
eight
over
point
8.
three.
Over 8 tackles a game.
8.3. Yep.
Yeah. So and he had 14 against the Bears. That's a new season high. So it'll tell you how close he's getting. Um, Now the all-time record for a rookie is 174. It's a little bit steep of a hill. But as far as the Browns record, what do you guys think? Does he have a chance to break it? Let's start with Ray.
So here's the thing, and when I seen that chart with DeQuell Jackson, I'm sure everybody remembers. Yeah, DeQuell made a lot of tackles, but man, they were 10 and 15 yards down the field.
Amen.
Schlesinger, at least with Schlesinger, he meets them at the point of attack, and it's usually either behind the line of scrimmage or at the line of scrimmage. So to me, the record is okay. Yeah, okay. To answer your original question, he'll break the record, but he's far better than a better tackling linebacker than DeQuell Jackson will ever be.
Oh, I completely agree with that. Joe Schobert's another one that I felt like he made a lot of tackles, but they were way down the field. Let's
Right.
go
Yep.
with
Exactly.
let's go with Tim now.
Now, I love Schlesinger. I think he's probably one of our better linebackers in the history of this team. But we do have to keep it in context. He is playing behind Myles Garrett. And if you're a linebacker, your success depends largely on how great your offensive line is your defensive line is to keep you clean. And he's
Sure.
able to make these tackles at or behind the line of scrimmage because of the defensive line keeping him clean. When Myles Garrett, you'll see 2 and 3 triple, like double and triple team on him. that frees any linebacker up if you have average skill. So I believe I'll give him the edge over DeQuell, but I don't necessarily say that he's a better linebacker than he could ever be because DeQuell did not play behind Myles Garrett. We may see him become a little busier with tackles now that Wright is out, because you see that our run defense is not as great now that he's gone. Um, there's a thing that I really wanted to kind of touch on as far as that defensive line, and this is kind of off topic a little bit, but early on we kept saying like, would we have rather had Graham or Travis, what's his name?
Hunter.
Hunter.
Travis Hunter, and I kept saying let's wait and see, let's wait and see. Have we? I think now that we've waited and see, I would rather have had Travis Hunter. I just would have. I think he would have done better for our offense than Graham does for our defense. We just don't see him a lot. But anyway, getting back to the original question, yeah, I think Schlesinger is great. I wouldn't put him up that high because he has a complementary defensive line that allows him to be dynamic. So
So
we
wait,
get
hold on, Tim. Hold on before you go any further. So you're saying because Ray Lewis became a Hall of Famer and the Baltimore Ravens line kept him clean, it takes away from his game?
I'm not saying because I'm not taking away from Schlesinger, but we have to keep it in context. We do because if a linebacker with a sorry defensive line, I don't care if you're Singletary, it don't matter who you are. If your defensive line can't keep you clean, you're not because if your defensive line is not keeping you clean, it means the offensive line is reaching you. That means they're able to impede your progress. But if you have one defensive lineman taking up two to three offensive linemen, your linebacker better be going crazy. He better be. And I
I
think that Schlesinger would probably eat even better if the defense schemed a little different. He probably could eat even more. Because anytime you see an offensive line taking two to three guys up for one guy, there should be no offensive line, period. You should be able to do whatever you want on defense at that point. And we just don't see that level of dominance. So we don't know what DeQuell Jackson in his prime would have done behind this same line. That's all I'm saying. I'm not taking away from him, but it's hard to compare without everything being equal. That's all I'm saying.
Well,
okay, okay.
before we go on, you're giving Miles all the credit for the D line. Mason Graham is a large reason that like people can't get to the second level to block the linebackers. Mason Graham has been really, really good, and I mean I know we are desperate for a wide receiver in the offense, but Mason Graham has been real good in his first year on the same team. Miles has is within the sack record, and I don't think it's a coincidence at all, in my opinion. So let's go to Cody.
Yeah, I think he's going to get it. I mean, he said 14 last game. I think that, as long as players are still playing hard and he seems like he's doing that, he's smart. He took the red dot over. And let's not forget he's a rookie. I'm not going to say he's better than DeQuell for sure, but I think that this is his first year and he's only going to have, more time to get things figured out and, just master his craft. When it comes to Travis Hunter, I would not. I love the trade that we did. I was really worried about one. Travis Hunter plays hard, but he puts himself at risk jumping for those high balls. And knowing the Browns, strength coaches, we've always had injuries. On top of the Browns do love two-way players, or more or less, even if they're just defensive players that can do multiple positions. I wasn't confident that the Browns would figure out where he was best suited, splitting up that play time. I love Schlesinger. I think he's able to do it. And it's just another record between him and Miles. Probably the only reasons I'm going to these games to see if they can get some of these records tackled. No pun intended.
Yeah, you said the Browns wouldn't have figured out where to put him. They would have tried to play him on the D line.
Yeah, who knows?
Mama Bear, what do you think? Can Schlesinger get this record?
She's muted.
Oh,
I think he might come a little shy of it, and I'm thinking about how the other team is going to scheme, right? Because when I looked at the defense just as a whole in this last game, even though he said he put 11 tackles down on the last game.
14
Yep.
tackles down in the last game. I think a lot of it's going to depend on if it's going to be a lot of pass game, it's going to be a lot of run game. I would love to see what the numbers look like on how many of those tackles were on a pass play, how many were on a run play, to see what kind of exposure he's actually even getting to hit that record. It doesn't seem far-fetched when you look at the 14, but what do the other games look like? Because he's averaging what? Y'all said 8.3 a game?
Yeah, so I actually have those numbers for you. I was going to bring it up. Ray's camp thing is making so much noise. So he has 8 games with more than 10 tackles. I think we've played 13 at this point. Is that correct?
Okay, that's what I needed to see. I'm like, did he just have one amazing?
No,
Because
he
I
has
love
8
Schlesinger.
games with more than 10, and then if you throw in games that he's had more than 8, that goes up to 11 of 14. So
Got
only
you.
3 games has he been below 8 tackles. He needs 8.3
Okay,
the rest of the year. So there,
thank you for that.
and
Thank
you
you for that. Because now I
mentioned,
can say, yeah, it's achievable.
and you mentioned, is it going to be passing or running? A lot of times we get so far behind that we're going to see a lot of runs because we're losing 31-3, and they're just trying to run the ball and get out of there. So I think it
Hmm.
impacts the stats. It impacts everything. I think he gets there. I really do. He's had more than 10 tackles in 6 straight games. His last game not having at least 10 was against the Patriots
Mm.
on October 26th. And I think, was that the game he got hurt? I'm not sure. He got hurt one week and had a high ankle sprain.
Hmm.
He was supposed to be out.
Yeah, it's incredible that he fought through a high ankle sprain because a friend of mine had it in high school and it was might as well have been a broken ankle. You know what I mean? It was.
Wow.
I saw James Frank also said in the comments right here. He said if we took Hunter, no Schlesinger. It's actually if we took Hunter, no Judkins. We took Judkins with that pick. Um. So.
Hmm.
Um.
I like Schlesinger.
We cut back over here to where we were.
Our defense is going to be on the field so much with how inept our offense is. That's
Absolutely.
another reason I really think he gets it done.
Absolutely.
As long as they keep playing hard,
Well, that's the thing about him. He plays hard. It seems like all the time. I'll
Sure.
give that credit. Moving on, and it starts with for all you Kenny Pickett fans, but I haven't seen Angel in the chat, so that's all of them.
That's
That's
that was in my notes.
Kenny Pickett had 29 yards on 29 plays for the Raiders against the Eagles on Sunday. 29 dropbacks, 15 for 25, 64 yards. I don't even feel like reading these anymore. He sucked. All right, there's your statistics. You don't need it in numbers. He was awful. I had another friend in school who used to say all the time, "Man, if you were a little better at this, you'd be shitty. If Kenny Pickett was a little bit better at playing quarterback, he would be shitty."
Mm.
And this very likely, as Ray put here, would have been our QB1 if he hadn't got injured. So, what do you guys think? Do we think we dodged a bullet by trading Pickett before the season? What do you think, Cody?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, outside of him being a Steeler, he's just I never really liked him. He just kind of seems like a bum. The double gloves, just things that I didn't love, and I used to love to pick on him for. And then he was on our team, but yeah, and this is also just another knock to Kevin Stefanski. I mean, this was Kevin's guy. They went out, they traded for him first before anybody else. He thought he could do something with them, and it just. That's another reason I'm hoping he's gone if they do go for quarterback and they can, even if it's later rounds, actually have somebody that would make sense. And I just don't trust really anything that Kevin's doing. And this is again looking at how Kenny played. It's crazy that we were going to march him out there. On top of it, it's funny that I don't know if people know though that hamstring injury was in practice when he just decided to. I think it was a scramble play from what I read. And he just took off down the field like an idiot and pulled his hamstring. So the guy's just a goofball. I'm glad he's off the team. Big dodge the bullet. And shout out to Andrew Berry for getting our 5th round pick back. For an injured Kenny Pickett. So yeah, big bullet dodge.
Yeah, no one has made more money off of a head fake on a juke than Morgan Walmart here. Ray, give us your thoughts.
Hey, I've already said once Little Hands was gone, I was a happy man. So, to be honest with you, that question was for Angel because I know Angel was a big Pickett sympathizer. But he's gone.
And George points out in the chat the Raiders line is probably just as bad, if not worse, than ours. But at some point, you've got to produce somewhere. And he never has. Tim, what's your thought on that?
It's just another thing that lets us know that Kevin Stefanski does. He at the very least doesn't know what he's doing at the quarterback position or what to do, who to pick, how to coach him up or develop him. Kenny Pickett, I guess we dodged a bullet. It was a bullet that should have never been in the chamber in the first place. We all know that. And so it goes back to Stefanski, and I'm just waiting for us to dodge that bullet. Waiting for us to just go ahead and fire that off into the air and be done with that experiment.
Mama Bear, what do you think?
I never liked the idea of having him. I didn't want Pittsburgh's leftovers. I never liked it. So definitely dodged the bullet.
Would you take Mike Tomlin?
Oh, you know what? Let me say, man, I think he is something like he turns games around that shouldn't even be able to be turned. And that's something that Cleveland needs. We need some of that energy.
Ray, you said big no. You wouldn't take Tomlin?
No, I said
no.
I said Tomlin.
No. I was saying yes.
Oh, okay.
No, I said we need some of that energy, that turnaround energy that he has.
Tim,
It's
you
just
went
discipline.
on Tomlin? If you say he wanted to come, would you be about it?
I would ball humbug my way through it just because he comes from the Steelers. But I will say this of Mike Tomlin and the Steelers organization. They're just well run. Like Tomlin,
Yep.
like the Steelers have organization. They have an identity. The Browns haven't established an identity since we returned in '99.
Oh yeah, we
That's
have.
that's that's a lot of our problem. We have established an identity. It's just a losing identity.
Yeah.
But as far as like a culture where we know the Steelers are going to be hard nosed every year. They're going to be in a position to at least have a winning record, if not make the playoffs every single year. We know that they're going to have a strong defense every year, for the most part, and they have a culture of resiliency, and we just don't have any of those things at all. We're after players, mostly we're after talent acquisition, but we don't develop a program or any structure, which is what it takes to develop a winning culture and a Super Bowl winning team. When you see these teams like the Kansas City Chiefs and the Philadelphia Eagles and the Patriots back in the day, and like they're resurging to now, there is a culture there and an identity we just don't have. And I don't think Stefanski has, whether he's a good play caller or decision maker or not. But we do know that he's not a man who can establish a winning culture. He doesn't have the strong enough personality for that.
Before we move on, George says right here in the chat, Gruden can turn it around. So I'm going to limit you guys to 5 words. 5 words is all you get. Cody, Gruden, can he turn it around? 5 words.
I think he can, maybe.
Mama Bear, give me an answer in 5 or less words.
That was a good one.
5 or less, I believe he can.
Tim, 5 or less words. What you got? It can be 1. It can be yes or no.
Yes.
Ray, what do you think? 5 or less.
I just have to say this. Cody stole my answer, so I got to think of another one.
No, double down. I believe he can. Maybe. I like it. Let's move on. So Tony Grossi came to the defense of Shador on Sunday. He was quoted as saying he had no chance whatsoever. It's no reflection of him. And he went on to say, you cannot put your rookie quarterback, I don't care how good he is, down 14-0 at your goal line almost every drive to start the game. And I think that's a total conversation that should have been on this outline, as Bubba Ventrone is horrible at his job.
Man.
But anyways, Grossi said that Sanders was among the few players who actually came to play against the Bears. Tim, what do you think about this?
Absolutely. It's about time Tony Grossi took a little sip of reality as it pertains to Shedeur Sanders. Um, I think that was a good gesture, but I do think that Shador was among the only players willing to play that day. I don't know if it was because of the code. I don't know if guys had given up, but he seemed to do everything he could in his power to uh to try to win that game. He seemed like he was prepared to fight. I think his motivation is different because out of probably everybody on that field with him, he's probably the only one really truly fighting for his job next year. Um, so that may have something to do, but either way, I do agree with that assessment.
Yeah, 100%. Mama Bear, what do you think?
I'm loving how these tables have turned from the way Tony Grossi was talking about him before and the way Shador approached him. Like, hey man, like say something positive. He brought him to the point where he had no choice but to say something positive, and which kind of gives me like a high amount of respect for Tony for stepping up and doing that and speaking on behalf of Shador, because you can kick a man when he's down pretty easily, but to step up and defend and to be telling the truth on top of it, much respect for that.
Yeah, for sure. Cody, what you got?
Yeah, I'm piggybacking off that. I listened to 850 Cleveland in the morning with Rizzo, and he has Grossi on there, and Grossi did not care for Shador. It was obvious, and again, similar to what she said, I love that. He was like, "Come on, Tony, say something good about me." One of my favorite videos, and I think that really was a turning point outside of him, showing some flashes on the field. I love that he, stood in for him, and Grossi's starting to win me over. I didn't care for him for a long time. I was a Baker bro, and he was hating on Baker, and I was like, "It for me," but he's trying to win me over. Oh, Grossi.
Ray, what do you think?
I think Tony finally got his weed card or something, because he coming way he coming. It's almost like them gummies kicked in, and he just back there free balling or whatever you want to call it. But no, I'm just glad that Tony is finally saying something positive about anything about the Browns. To be honest with you, because normally he always has everything that comes out of his mouth is negative. So just the fact that he said something positive, and then it's an added bonus that it was something positive about Shador. So I love it.
Yeah, for sure. I'm the same. I actually sent a thing to Ray this week that he didn't read. After that game, I said, I don't know how you evaluate anyone in these circumstances. You can't evaluate Judkins. You can't evaluate the O-line. It makes it a little harder to evaluate Stefanski, but even with that, the lack of discipline is the sole reason I want Stefanski gone. It's hard to evaluate anything.
You can evaluate Bubba Patron.
Well, let's go into that a little bit.
Absolutely.
Because I skipped a topic by accident, and it actually allowed for a little better of a segue. John Fanta was on 92.3 The Fan with the same assessment that most of us have every week. They weren't prepared. They weren't ready to play. They were poorly coached, poorly managed. He called the Browns a team with a lame duck coach and said they need a reset. Stefanski's tenure began strongly in 2020, and now we're 6-25 in the last two seasons. And like I said, the biggest thing for me is the discipline. And I will add Bubba Ventrone onto this. It seems like no one coaching anything is doing anything to make you feel like, wow, this is great to see between special teams, except maybe Jim Schwartz. But there are times that even stuff about his scheme bothers me. We've been killed by jet sweeps for 3 straight years. So what are your guys' thoughts on John Fanta's quote about our terrible coaching and lack of discipline? Ray, let's start with you.
So here's the thing. I would say 2 games ago, I went into evaluation mode because in my mind, we had no way of possibly winning or playoffs or anything. So I went into evaluation mode. But the thing about evaluation mode, you're evaluating the coaches as well too. So let's just take, we're evaluating last week's game. Now, right off the top, it seems like every I don't know. You had the card gate where the card came out of his wristband or whatever you want to call it. It just seems like we got a lot of rookies and a lot of rookie coaches. That's what it feels like. We have rookie coaches as well too, because it just doesn't seem they don't run smoothly like a regular NFL team. It's almost like Keystone Cops meets the Three Stooges. So and it's not even entertaining, but yet it's still we still have to evaluate Shador, we still have to evaluate the line, we still have to evaluate the defense, we still have to evaluate special teams. So I mean, it makes it almost impossible to evaluate the quarterbacks with that line that we have.
Yeah,
So yeah, that's it for me.
yeah, it is. It feels impossible to evaluate anything, but because Stefanski could just as easily lean on, well, the offensive line isn't very good, but like I said, the discipline is the backbreaker with him. Mama Bear, what you got? Oh, hold up, I had to mute you a second ago. That was my fault. I got you.
I'm looking forward to a complete overhaul. If
Yeah,
Bubba can get out of here, Kevin can get out of here. I would keep Jim Schwartz. I would keep him. I think he's still promising. I think he still has the ability to be creative and also be a part of the culture that we need. But I would keep Andrew Berry around. I just went to Copilot and just pulled up all the guys he's drafted to the Browns since he's been there. And I'm like, you know what? I like AB. You know, some people are like, nah, we done with it. I'm like, I'm not done with him yet. I think it was people talk about him picking Shador in the 5th round and all that, and I'm like, nobody else was gonna pick him. Nobody was supposed to pick him. It was like they were really like trying to make an example. So getting him when he did and for the amount we did, I'm saying like I would keep that culture, but I feel like a whole cleaning house need to happen, and starting with Bubba. Bubba got to go.
Bubba got to go.
Yeah,
You ain't got to go home, but you got to get the hell up
yeah,
out of
Bubba
here.
got to go, man. Special teams is so unspecial right now.
Tim, have I got to you yet?
Hmm?
Have I got to Tim yet? On
Not
this?
yet, no.
You got
All
Tim
right,
and
go
me.
go ahead, Tim.
Okay. Stefanski definitely needs to go. Bubba too. They could package up a few people and put them on a caravan up out of Cleveland. Stefanski, Bubba Ventrone, Jerry Judy, Cedric Tillman,
Mm.
like all these offensive linemen that are jumping on the ground without touching. Who's the left tackle? What's his
Cam
last name?
Robinson. Cam Robinson.
Oh my goodness, this dude. This dude is blocking shadows. Like he doesn't touch anybody. And that's where the discipline that we're talking about that they lack. It's like how is he being pedaled back out onto the field? How is Jerry Judy able to still be wide receiver one with his performance week after week? Like there's just no accountability. Now, when it comes to now Stefanski and all the now when it comes to Andrew Berry though, and it's one thing to be able to acquire talent. It's another thing to build a team though. And
Mm.
and that's what the Browns are lacking. Like we have pieces, but
Mm-hmm.
do those pieces go together? Like what are you developing? What are you trying to build? You know, um and it's like, yeah, we have these impressive pieces, and he may be great at acquiring talent at certain positions, but he's been there. He's not found us a quarterback, and I won't give him credit for picking Shador because if Shador ends up being a franchise quarterback, he should have picked him before Gabriel, and he probably should have picked him a lot earlier. So I'm not necessarily sold on Andrew Berry either, just because he knows how to pick people. Can he build a team? Because that's what his job is.
I wanna counter just a little bit with that with the Andrew Berry thing and picking Shador in the 5th round. I think that everybody was told to stand down, including Andrew Berry. And I think Andrew probably had to buck up against that in order to even get him at all. I could be wrong. I could be wrong about that. But I felt like everybody was, because given that he was supposed to go in the 1st round, the way most of us see it, I felt like that was like, we gonna pull the trigger on this because I don't think that they expected him to still be around, right? In that fifth round. And I think against what a lot of people was telling everybody about stand down on Shadeur, I think it was kind of courageous to even like take that move. I don't even know what the bureaucracy or the red tape would look like around that, and what Andrew Berry would have had to face in those decisions, because I'm not on the inside like that. But I think it would have taken some courage if everybody was as a collective. All these teams were told to stand down, don't pick him, and then we picked him. I don't know. Y'all give me some feedback on that and let me know if I'm way off.
I wasn't saying that. I don't disagree with that.
Mm,
I just don't give him credit for picking him if he turns
gotcha.
out
So
to be the franchise quarterback. Because the only time I've really heard of a franchise quarterback being picked that late was Tom Brady, and that's just a lottery ticket type move there. Nobody saw that coming. But for everyone, and I can agree with that. Maybe there's a stand down, don't pick him, or whatever the case may be. But because whatever that case, all general managers faced it, and so no matter who picked him, whether it was in the fifth round or beyond that, I just feel like whoever picked him, they shouldn't get credit for picking him.
Because they believed in him too late.
Not
Is
because they
that what it
believed in,
is?
not because they believed in him too late, because it was almost kind of like,
Because they got him for it still
yeah, they got it. Well, we don't know that they've gotten him for a steal yet. They don't like the Patriots didn't know they got Tom Brady for a steal until it played out.
until it
You know what I
played out.
mean?
So if it plays
Exactly.
out in our favor, then we look brilliant.
All right,
Well, we don't necessarily look
let's let Cody
brilliant.
get his word in because he has a
I'm
lot
yeah,
sorry. Go ahead.
to
Go ahead.
say.
so
I'm sorry. I'm
I got
sorry.
another five. I got another 5 words for you. They don't want to win.
Yeah.
I think that Kevin is a lame duck. There's so many things that I don't care for. I don't care for the softness. Growing up, you're
Yes.
scared of your parents. You're scared of your principals. You get older, you're scared of cops. You're scared of your boss. You're scared of people that that can do damage to you and have assertiveness and that can change your life. I think that Kevin doesn't have that in him. He's not yelling. He's monotone. We got to do better. We got to play better. This one's on me. I got to coach better.
Yeah.
I think that when it comes to the Shador pick, I keep thinking it's a Haslam pick. I keep thinking that they cut to Kevin and Barry, and they said it was like editing, and they weren't excited. But I think that Haslam, a couple things. I think that, and I've said it before on here. I think that he knew this year was and Shador is jersey sales. It is people wanting to come to the game and watch Shador. It's a attention grabber. It puts light on your new stadium that's coming in 29, and I think that's all they care about. I think they care about the product in 2029. They're okay to keep Kevin on the team. They're okay to keep Bubba Ventrone on the team. They're okay to lose for maybe even the next year or two and just get as much talent as they can. Andrew Berry draft picks, they've all sucked until this year, in my opinion. He's good at making trades and, some trades. When we got Jerry Jeudy for the amount we got him for and extended him, we were like, man, it's awesome until he actually was on the field. But I don't love Barry. I don't know what comes with a new head coach if Kevin does get let go, if they want a whole new scheme. I worry that Barry and Kevin are puppets, and if Haslam does have his hand, up their ass more than most owners should, it scares me that they're just gonna say, yes, sir, keep doing our paychecks, and we'll try to get you something nice by 2029, or just use them for blame. I don't. I think Kevin's gone, but I'm scared that it's deeper than just what we see on the surface.
Yeah, for sure. So there's a couple things I want to get to. Hold up. Sorry, Mama. What was you saying, Mama Bear?
No, it's about to get loud where I'm entering the venue now.
All right, I'll keep you muted. Need to speak.
All right.
A couple things I want to get to before we go. We did get us started a little late, so we've got about 2 minutes. Well, about 5 because we had the little countdown. So I want to get to like a couple things quick. First of all, I want to address this comment by James Frank. He said, "Clear the wide receiver room except for Larvadain." What the hell are you guys watching? Does anybody see a positive aspect about Gage Larvadain? I think he's terrible. Am I wrong?
He can't catch a punt return
He's
or a kick
he's
return.
spotty. He's spotty here and there. Like you'll see him do something pretty cool, like catch a first down pass or something like that. But he's not consistent enough. I thought from the preseason, I thought he was going to be, trajecting like in the right direction. I'm like, oh man, this guy's like going to be something. But yeah, he's too inconsistent so far, and it could be just rookie things. But yeah, I'm not sold on him at all yet.
Yeah.
Who are we talking about?
Larvadain.
Larvadain.
Oh, okay.
I text Ray almost every Sunday, and I'm like, "What do they see in this guy?"
I can't wait till Floria is approved to come up, man. I think Floria is going to be a beast. But guys, I gotta go. My clients are coming in, so I've got to make a move.
All right, thanks.
Okay.
Tim.
All right, guys.
All right. Peace.
And then, just real quick, I'll run through because we may have lost Mama Bear too. I'm checking in to see. Just any quick thoughts on Arch Manning going
Hello?
back for one more year?
Any thoughts on Arch Manning? What going? You say going back to school?
Yeah. Do you have any thoughts on that? Arch Manning going back to school?
Yeah. I'm glad he listened to somebody, because after the year that he had, yeah, his draft capital. I mean, his draft stock wasn't trending that well. So yeah, he needs to go back and try to make a Heisman run.
Cody, what do you think?
Yeah, I absolutely agree. I think he needs to. It's almost like, really, it's just he needs to play better. He needs more time to get his stock back up. Similar to what Ray said. I mean, he's got the name, and it's you got the big cover, and it's like, oh, this guy is going to be great. Everyone else with that last name has been great. I'm glad he's going back to really just try to better himself and and flash more.
It could be a win for the Browns, in my opinion. He improved all year. Didn't look great to start the year. Looked pretty good to end the year. We come out with Shador next year, possibly, maybe. I still think there's a Dante Moore or Fernando Mendoza chance, but come out with Shador next year and you struggle and you've got the first pick, you can start over with Arch Manning. It'd be good for 2029. That's kind of the way I look about it. Let's just real quick. Any thoughts on Cedric Tillman, who only played 7 snaps on Sunday? The Browns receiving core is Jerry Jeudy, who leads the league in drops, Isaiah Bond, UDFA rookie, Gage Larvadain, who is a UDFA rookie who should be bagging groceries somewhere, and Malachi Corley, who is functioning a little better as a running back, in my opinion, on jet sweeps. But other than that, you have Cedric Tillman, who's big, and that's pretty much the end of it. He's just big. Any thoughts? Start with Cody.
Is it an injury thing? That's the only thing I could think of. I mean, he's been on and off injury report, right?
Yeah, his entire career.
I mean, and I wanted him to be good, having the different size, and there was definitely times that he flashed, kind of similar to Larvadain, where it just never doesn't look like it's going to pan out. I mean, we need somebody. I mean, we gotta get somebody coming in.
Well, and again, we're talking about the evaluation process. I mean, it's hard to evaluate a quarterback well, I guess you're evaluating the quarterback and the receivers, because pretty much that last game, like I'm probably going to repeat what you said, Cody. You had the number one dropping wide receiver, and then everybody else was restricted free agents or however you want to call them. So I mean, we're having all the starters.
There you go. We got Jerry Jeudy.
Well, and that takes me to Jerry Jeudy real quick. Pass thrown to him on Sunday. It was a pretty daggone good pass, in my opinion. And somehow Jalen Johnson was the person who caught it. What are your guys' thoughts on that? Ray, we'll start with you on the interception.
The reason I posed this question, because Monday and Tuesday, I'm going through social media, and you had almost half the people blaming Shador for throwing a bad pass. So I guess my question is, how is it considered a bad pass if it hits you in the hands and in the chest? I guess that's my only question.
Yeah, no, it's not. What do you think, Cody?
Yeah, I'm a firm believer in if it touches your hands, it should be on you. I mean, these guys, not only are they NFL wide receivers. I don't know if you guys ever put on NFL gloves, that shit is like a magnet.
Yeah,
I
it's
mean,
incredible.
it's so wild how well you can grip a ball like that. I mean, that's the reason Odell can take a 50-yard pass and catch it with two fingers. I mean, it really is like glue. It shows to his heart and his drive, and I think he's just kind of a whiny ass. Again, it reflects on we need a team with grit. We need someone in there grinding their teeth, getting pissed off, someone that they're scared of, someone that's like, man, if I don't catch this ball, they're gonna sit me, or the boss, the coach is gonna chew me out. I think it again reflects on coaching and the softness outside of Jerry Jerry Juggle not being good.
Yeah, for sure. So one more quick, or two more quick things. First of all, congrats to Urban Meyer on his induction into the College Football Hall of Fame class of 2025. Is just a simple yes or no, because we're trying to get done here. Is he the greatest Ohio State coach ever? Yes or no? Ray?
Man.
Cody already gave us his answer.
I mean, just the fact that he went undefeated against Michigan is impressive.
Sure.
But I don't think he had enough national champions. I mean, I don't have it pulled up in front of me, but did he have more national championships than
just
Woody?
won one. He just won one.
It's Woody Hayes.
Oh.
It's Woody Hayes, yeah.
Oh, well,
but
no,
Ron
then,
Davis, I think.
It's Woody then.
28 years, 205 wins, 13 Big Ten titles, 5 championships.
Yeah.
And so I want to think on this before we get out of here. 4-star 2026 recruit, Legend Bay. I think it's pronounced Bay. I could be wrong. It could be B-E-Y. He was released from his agreement with Tennessee, and he will sign with Ohio State. I don't know if any of you guys have followed this story. At his national signing day, he had all scarlet balloons and everything. And I guess UT was offering a little more money on the NIL, and his mom forced him to sign with Tennessee because he was only 17. He'll turn 18 next Thursday. And he even tweeted that because he didn't want to go to Tennessee, his parents and his brother didn't give him access to his social media accounts and wouldn't let him use his own social media. Real quick before we go, what are y'all's thoughts on that story? Because I think it's insane. We've seen it a little bit here and there, but I think this is the first time it's been straight up an NIL thing. Ray, what do you think?
Well, it's simple. The mom took some money from Tennessee, so she had to hold up. She had to make him sign or whatever, and he signed, but now he's gone. So I don't know if mom gonna pay the money back. I don't know what's going on, but I'm just glad. But the bigger story is, can you imagine what that receiving room is gonna look like at Ohio State?
I think he plays running back in college. Watch him. I think he's a running back in college.
Oh, you think? Well, see, I looked at his film because I didn't know who he was, and I looked at his film. I did see him line up in the backfield, but I seen him line up a lot split out too, catching passes. So he might be a Swiss Army knife for us.
Well, that's possible too. Cody, what are your thoughts on that story?
Definitely excited to see him. I mean, I was upset when I feel like a lot of people thought he was coming here. It's a place you want to be. Wasn't there something with? I was trying to read about it. Wasn't there something about Brian Hartline leaving the Buckeyes and he wanted to be under him?
Right.
Okay,
Brian's
so
down in Florida.
Yeah, because that's what I heard. So I was like, why is he not coming here? And they're like, oh, he wanted to be with Brian Hartline, and now he's not here, so he's not interested. But no, he's gonna be a baller, man. I mean, truth be told, I never watched a lot of college ball. I always work Saturdays, work every other Sunday, so I don't get to watch the Buckeyes a lot. After going to my first game and feeling the culture and the money and the happiness, and like it's so different than the Browns, to where I'm hooked. I mean, I'm really excited for the future.
Yeah, no, I'm excited about this kid. Like I said, I think he's a running back. He's got speed like we have. He's faster than Zeke, I think. Like, he's that type of player. Before we get out of here, Ray, are we going on Friday next week?
What you think, Cody? You want to go Friday next week?
I always close on Fridays. Fridays I'm 1 to 8:30, so we could talk and just kind of see what's up. I'll let you guys know what's going on. I got family coming in, staying with me and stuff, so we'll get it figured out.
Yeah,
okay,
so
cool.
If you're in the chat watching, keep an eye on this Facebook page. We'll post an update on when we'll be. It will not be next Thursday because it is Christmas. And with that, I say Merry Christmas to both of you guys.
Merry Christmas!
To everyone in the chat watching.
Happy New Year!
And thank you guys. And as always, Ray, you finish us out how we always finish out.
Go Browns.
Peace, y'all.